Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of How Do You Disagree with That? Seriously.
Okay. I cracked myself up with that little seriously I throw there in the end. All right. So this video, we're going to play. All of you probably have already heard it. We've all seen it and we've all heard about it. We've all know that Joe Rogan had Tim Kennedy on. And Tim Kennedy, if you don't know him, he's a just super major badass, special forces, UFC fighter, all around great guy. Just really sounds like I don't know him, but he seems like an awesome guy. Anyway, Tim Kennedy came up with this brilliant idea, right? That here in 2020, we have the ability to do. Joe Rogan, the biggest podcaster on earth at this point, who has one of the biggest platforms, podcast platforms. Tim Kennedy said, hey, I got an idea. Why don't we put Trump and Biden with you and let you moderate the debate? Would you do that? And here, well, I'll let Tim say it for you and you listen. Then we'll discuss it afterwards. And remember the segment, how do you disagree with that? Seriously. Roll the tape.
You be the control mechanism to the candidates, like a Biden-Trump debate with Joe Rogan hosting. Your questions.
I would want that. First of all, I'd want no one else in the room.
Just the
three
people?
of us.
Cameras so we can record the
Yeah, just the three of us. And you would have to stream it live so no one can edit it. And I would want them in there for hours.
And ideas. We get to hear what they actually believe in, what they're going to do, who they're going to appoint, what judges are going to be coming in, what policies from gun control to all of it.
Yes.
Why can't we have that?
We should have that. This is 2020. I mean, we have the ability to have that. We're not talking about 1979. We're talking about 2020. If they wanted to do that, they both wanted to come here in Austin, sit down, and have a debate, I would 100% do it.
Okay. That right there is awesome, right? That is just so sweet, man. Think about that. Think about what we would get out of that. We would get to see both of them free-flowing with their thoughts live. No edits. No softball questions. No, just Joe, I think, would be pretty fair to both of them because he's kind of more libertarian. He isn't a hardcore on the right or on the left. He's pretty much down the middle on a lot of stuff. Libertarian, you could say, is far right, but he's more of a center libertarian, I would say. Probably center-left libertarian. How do you disagree with that? In a world where you want to see who your presidential candidates are and what they actually think, how do you disagree with that? How do you disagree with that unless you are trying to protect your candidate? Now, I know the candidate I'm going to vote for, right? Trump, even though there's many things that I'm disappointed he's doing, I'm still voting for Trump, right? I don't think he would do awesome on this. I think he would flub up some and have some gaffes and say some stuff for sound bites that would get clipped up and that he'd probably make a fool out of himself a little bit too, but he would, in the comparison of the two, demolish. There's no way you could have Biden sit for 4 hours. And the reason behind they're saying this is these are going to be the rulers, these are going to be the leaders, rather, of our country, right? We should get to see unedited without the spin what they think and how they do under the pressure of being sitting there, three people in a room getting handed questions. We should see how they do. We should see what they really think. But no, we can't because that's not the world that we live in. We don't live in a world where we actually get to understand what our leaders actually think and believe. We are told that it is shaped what they think and what they believe, and it is given to us in ways either from the right on a Fox to the CNN on the left, on the ways we're supposed to understand what it is that they believe. This is this binary system that we have set up. One of the things that's so screwed up about it is that everything is shaped and handed to us in a pot pie, well-made pot pie that we're just supposed to eat instead of looking at the ingredients of how that pot pie was made. They scramble it up and they just give it to us and you just eat it, whether you like it or not. This is so brilliant. How do you disagree with that? But, oh man, there's a lot of people and I knew when I heard this, I'm like, oh, he is going to get lit up. Joe's going to get lit up for this. And yeah, right on cue, man, right on cue. A couple days later, people just lit this up. TV host slams Joe Rogan as misogynistic, racist, homophobic. After Trump says he wants to host a presidential debate. Well, number one, Trump didn't say it. He said he would do it, and Trump said he'll do it. But he didn't want. He's not like, I want Joe Rogan to do it, and let's get Joe Rogan on the line. It was Joe Rogan's, well, Tim Kennedy's idea, right? So that is a misleading title, anyways. But podcaster and comedian Joe Rogan was blasted by The View co-host Sunny Hostin as misogynistic, racist, homophobic in a segment tearing into him as inappropriate to host a presidential debate. Now, my God, whatever Joe Rogan is, that has no bearing on the fact that he would be a good mediator in the middle to give questions to two parties and let them sit there and explain to you and us and the world what they really think. And the reason the left doesn't want to do it, and Donald Trump said, I'll do it right now, I'll do it tomorrow. The reason the left lost their minds and didn't give any credence to this at all whatsoever is because there is no way in hell that they would let Joe Biden be sat in a room without his handlers, without a teleprompter, without softball, beach ball questions being given to him for a few hours, and have be interrogated, if you will, or have direct questioning. And it wouldn't be an interrogation. That's the wrong way to frame that, I think. It would just be questions. Hey, what do you think on this? What would you do on this? He would just be an absolute train wreck. A train wreck. Now, if they had somebody that they really believed would trounce Trump, do you think the Democrats and do you think Sunny Hostin and all these other people would be blasting it as this is a terrible idea and how can you have a racist, homophobic, misogynistic, ism, blah, 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 do it, this is terrible. No, they'd be jumping at it, and it would probably be Trump that said, no, that's ridiculous. Because Trump knows he would absolutely clean the floor with him. So, again, how do you disagree with that? You don't. That's the simple answer. You don't disagree with that if you really want to see what your leaders believe. Right? You don't. Anyways, thought that was a fun little segment to do. How do you disagree with that? And until next time, it's SJG Perspective. We'll see you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Hit the thumbs up if you like it, and hit the thumbs down 2 times if you don't. Without fear or animus, it's SJG Perspective, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Bye.